right, chin chin, eh?
Cheers, mate.
All
Much
right,
better than last time.
it is. Hopefully they can see us. Good evening, guys. What is going on?
Welcome back to Two Dads and a Mic. And you have yours truly, Mark, over here, and
We've got Mark over
Mark
here as
over
well.
here.
So I think we might kick it off just quickly at the start. I might need a straight jacket and try to keep still because last time I had Ansby pants and I was
Yeah.
doing this stuff like I was at a rave party.
Yeah, me too.
Dancing
it's the
around
Italian in us, man. We're doing
Yeah.
like, what is going
Going on. And I think I would have said maybe 37 times 100%. So
And me, at least 50 absolutelys. So,
slap me if I say it again, eh? We'll try to keep it as simple as possible.
yes, less hand movements, less, more content and less,
That's right.
Yeah. We'll
All
find
right.
another word to fill it in, but anyway,
But I just wanted to quickly say before we kick it off, a big thank you to everyone for watching the first podcast and all the beautiful comments. Much appreciated to everyone as well too for watching and subscribing and liking. It means a lot, doesn't it?
yeah, they're supporting us, which is a lot because what we're doing is not,
Just
like I
for
said,
us,
we're
it's for you
putting
guys as
everything
well,
out
and-
there. Oh,
yeah.
There's the hands again, sorry.
Yeah.
But we're putting everything on the table, so it's hard to deal with. That last episode, believe it or not, was very draining on me.
It was very raw, a lot of emotions. It brought a lot into it. But I
Yeah.
also think not only for you guys, I'm using the hands again, but for us as well too. It's keeping us in check and it's important and it makes you
Yes.
realise how much you love your new life
Yes.
and that you are moving forward and I guess following the right steps in your life, putting all the ducks in line.
In line.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
challenging.
it's been a good episode. We did dig deep and
It might have
we
been a
put
bit-
everything on the
yeah,
line. It
bit
might have
long.
been a bit long. There was a lot of content in there to take away from it. So what we're looking to now is much shorter episodes.
Yeah.
Straight to the point. So you kind of grab what we're giving you. So tonight, like what I'd like to say tonight is we'd like to look at going back to anger. Now, it's one of those things that's
It's hard to talk about anger. You do get
there's a lot of emotions in there that we just it's hard to let go. It's just a question of there's my hands again.
Yeah, look, I guess it's a touchy subject to talk about anger, and it is going to happen, whether it is a breakdown in a relationship, a marriage, a partnership. It's normal, I guess, to get angry. Don't think of it as in a way that you're an aggressive person or you're an asshole. It's going to happen. You're going to get angry. It's a normal emotion inside to be upset, right? To get
No,
angry.
because look, I'm a chilled out guy, and
Yeah.
so are you.
Yeah.
So anger is not part of who we
Yeah,
are.
it's not how we're built, right?
It's not how we're built. So some situations will put you into that where you become an angry person because that person's being angry and negative and violent towards you. So your natural instinct is to be that. Give
True.
them back. So like I was saying, if someone yells at you in the street or a stranger, a family member or whatever, your natural instinct is to arc up.
Yeah, you want to fight back.
And
You want to
and
protect yourself. You want to scream back. You want to be aggressive. You want to come on hard. But
yeah.
I think what you're trying to say is in those circumstances, again, whether it's a relationship, a breakdown in marriage, a partnership,
Yes.
that we need to take a calmer step back. And as hard as it is, look, I remember for myself, it was hard to do. It was very hard to do when things weren't normal at home and things were, whether things were falling apart or breaking down. It was normal that you always wanted to get angry and fight back and ask.
And yell and scream.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you'll notice that when someone is yelling at you and your instinct is to yell back, you're not actually hearing each other. So, and it's that all that energy that's thrown at you, you just want to throw it back. But the thing is, if you take a calm approach to it,
Yeah.
and you say, okay, you let the person,
Shush, Siri.
Siri, we're not calling you right now. If you take a calm approach,
Sorry about that.
if you take a calm approach to it,
We're being calm now. It's just Siri. Shut the fuck up, Siri.
so if you're yelling at me and I let you finish what you're yelling at, right? I'm not really listening to you. You're just letting off steam. But if I calmly say, what is upsetting you? What is going? Why are you being
Angry,
defensive, and all that sort of stuff? If you bring that level down, that'll bring the other person down. It's like you yell, you're going to yell. That's the natural reaction. If someone's calm, you're going to be calm.
Yeah,
They got no choice but to be calm towards you, and they go, okay. And they might apologize. Look, I'm sorry for yelling or raising my voice, but this is what I wanted to say to you. And then that way the conversation becomes a lot more understanding.
Yeah.
So I want to take you back to those first times where you were angry, confused, on a mission, just...
You hated the world, Mark.
If I can drag you back to that place, and I know it's a place that you've moved on from, but if you can tell me what were the steps for you to get past that aggressive stage. And I know you're not an aggressive person, but the fact is, most people want to knock the other guy out who's dating their ex-wife, or they've got a new boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever it may be, whatever the scenario is.
As hard as it is, and it's true. Like,
can you take me back there?
100% I can, and 100% what Mark's saying, guys, is right. Look, I became like that. I became very angry, very moody. My head was all over the shop. It was quite hard to deal with, and yes, there was days that I did want to, knock walls down, as I did say in the other episode, and whether you're bloody knocking on concrete walls, guys, it's not going to achieve anything. And I think for me at that time, again, whether you're in a relationship, whether it's him or her, it's not going to achieve anything, guys. That anger, you wanting to know, I guess, more, what is going on, whether it's in your relationship or whatever it may be, it's not going to achieve anything. So the anger of what you're asking me, it was quite intense. It was quite hard to deal with. I didn't know how to deal with it.
So what made you, the question I have is, what changed it for you? Like, what was the turning point where you realized being angry, going down that path, wasn't going to get you anywhere but trouble? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Did you just stop one day and go, you know what, this is getting me nowhere? Like, there's no point to this.
No, there was days where I did stop being angry, and there was days that, after obviously I spoke to you, and you were sort of like, mate, you need to be calm about it. You need to take a different approach. Like, whether it's, again, your partner ringing you, maybe take a different approach. If he or she calls you, don't straight away on the blower on the phone, ripping shreds out of them, saying, what the hell's going on? What's this? What's that? Just have a calm approach. I remember you even saying, like, even simple things like, guys, even just changing their name to Be Nice. So when they ring, again, instead of you, ripping shreds off them, just try to take that different approach. Just be calm, be nice, listen. And just, at the end of the day, as hard as it sounds like, whether it's one-sided or it's two-sided, remember the other side of it is doing the best that they can as well. As much as you might be in turmoil, it might be hard. The other person's burning, or it might be the other person on the receiving that's been, whether they've been cheated or whatever it may be. But just, I guess, maybe, in consideration that the other person is doing the best they can as well too.
So basically saying that if you're, as much as you're hurting, you have anger, but if you can dig deep and be nice, suppress it.
I believe it plays a massive, massive part. I guess in the healing process, whether it's an ongoing, you got kids and it's an ongoing relationship and you want to make things amicable. I believe it plays a major, major part in the long term down the track.
Yes.
I'm not saying that you're going to.
You're not saying you're going to be best of friends,
but it just makes things
amicable.
Overall.
You've got children involved, if there are children.
Yep.
It makes a whole difference because the kids see that as well.
They do.
They say, look at dad. Dad's being nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't speak for the other side. It
Yeah.
depends on the person. They might have resentment. They might hold on to things. They won't let things go.
Yeah.
So as long as you're calm and respectful on your side, things should play out nicely. But the minute you raise your voice, you step up, you open up a whole
do.
different area where things could have gone both wrong for both of us.
That's right.
Could have gone very wrong. But the thing was, at some point you got to stop and go, you know what? I'm not this type of person.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm in this situation that's making me feel like this, but I'm not that person. So it's kind of like finding your true self.
It's true.
So you kind of go back to, this is the person that I originally was.
Yeah.
I'm calm, I'm relaxed, I can deal with things, I can deal with them amicably.
Yeah.
So it's got to work both ways.
It does.
But it helps when you're
Amicable
already
about it.
starting that game where you're amicable.
Yeah.
And then everything works on from there.
Yeah. But I just will say, sorry to cut you off, dude,
No,
that
you're right.
that again, guys, me and Mark aren't professionals in any way. We're not psychologists or anything like that where we've had
No.
X amount of time or schooling behind that. So if anyone, again, is seeking help, don't be afraid to reach out. And again, these are yours and mine experiences.
Yeah. This is
in
the way
our-
we've dealt with it.
Yeah, yeah,
And we've seen such a positive reaction to it.
yeah.
And we're helping our friends
Yeah.
who are going through the same thing, having that same mentality, and we're seeing progress. So, yeah, we're not professionals.
No, by all
We're,
means.
we're just speaking
We're just two dads and a mic, and we're just saying it how it is.
how
Whether
it
it's
is.
raw.
It's not for everyone.
Yeah, it's just how it is. This is
you
me and Mark's experience, and we wanted to obviously share it with you guys and put it out there. But just on another note, yeah, you were saying that how things, I guess, getting back to the anger, how things can turn ugly, and I guess yeah, it can turn ugly. It can get toxic
Very quickly.
very verbal, abusive. It can go down the path of obviously the police being
Threats.
involved, threats, and guys, believe me, you do not want it to get to that point in your life where, and I know it does happen, where there's there's kids involved, there's arguments, there's it ends up becoming very, very ugly when it shouldn't be. So I think what me and Mark are trying to say is just take a step back.
Yeah.
Even if you just got to walk and leave
Yeah.
the house, if you're
Just
under
go
the
for a
same
walk.
roof, just walk away, go for a 10-minute
yeah.
walk,
Yeah.
breathe, do your exercises,
Yeah.
just calm back down with
Try
yourself.
and refocus.
Because
Yeah.
it's not going to get you anywhere. You're just going to keep going around in circles with the arguments. It's
Yeah.
just not going to stop
Everything
at all.
gets dragged up.
does.
Every argument you have, it's the same arguments over and over again.
Yeah.
Why? Because no one's letting anything go.
Yeah.
No one wants to deal with it. Yes, I'm at fault. I apologize. I've realized my actions were wrong.
Yeah.
Then it's up to the other person to accept it or not.
Yeah,
You
'cause
know,
I think
those sort of things.
Yeah, because at that time of at the heat of the moment, you're looking for an answer. You're looking for a reason, guys. You're not going to get the answer that you want. You're not going to get, basically the answer that you want. So, as hard as it is, you just got to, what's the word? Let it go. You just got to walk away from that.
Let it
that
go
heat at the time.
comes with time.
Yeah, look,
Comes with time.
For me, I remember, you do silly things. I remember, like I said, hitting brick walls, and being very snoopy, being investigating.
We all did it, man. We all did
You're
it.
checking emails, you're checking phones, and I think deep down, what you're really looking for is the answer, what you're looking for. But I think you just, what's the word, soul searching or
No, sorry. When you said that, sorry, bro, to cut you off, but it just made me laugh because I thought, some of the crazy things I've done, and this is, look, I'm not proud of it.
do you
but
feel comfortable to tell the
it's
guys
funny,
and
like
girls
because
on-
at
yeah.
the end of the day, it's just how
It's
stupid you can actually think in your head. So, my ex-wife took the car that we had to get a service. Around that same time, I was thinking, man, what's going on? Like, there's something going on here. She's seen someone else. Anyway, I get back into the car to put my phone onto the CarPlay, whatever it was, the hands-free. Anyway, I see a name on there. And what do you think I do? He's been in the car.
fuck's
There's
going on?
new guys in the car. What is going on here? I've caught her. I've got it. Like I'm a detective or something, man.
Magnum PI. Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know who it was? It was the service guy. The guy that serviced the car.
Oh, the actual service advisor guy.
The service guy had jumped in the car because he had to do whatever he had to do. Plugged his little iPhone or Samsung in.
To do the diagnostics on the car, and you thought
Yes.
it was someone that might have been seeing your
But-
ex-partner at the time. And
But that's what I'm saying to you, bro.
yeah,
Like,
so the
our
extent that your brain
minds,
goes to, you just...
we will snoop. We will do certain things that we're not proud of because we need to justify, or what's this new guy or new girl look like?
Yeah.
And that's all
Is
that
he
anger.
better
It's
than
not-
me? Does he look
is he
better?
better
What does
than
he
me?
do for work? What does he... why have they gone down this path? And that's
Yeah.
right, your brain starts to get stimulated. You think, what the hell is going on? Why me? And again, I know it leads into a different path of our conversation tonight. But
it's still the anger.
It's true.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the anger came from being a little snoop.
yeah,
And you're looking back now, I'm an idiot.
yeah.
I just slapped myself in the head
It's true because
and said, "You're a moron. What are you doing, dude?"
that's right.
But
Instead
at
of
the time-
instead of you putting your
Energy,
into
time,
yourself, as opposed to worrying about what your
or
boyfriend or what your husband
who
or
she might
what
be
with.
seeing, or why is she not interested in me anymore?
It's not going to achieve anything. At the end of the day, it's not going to change anything.
doesn't.
It's not going to achieve anything. You're instead of putting your own emphasis into your own self, and I guess stimulating your own heart, making yourself feel good, whether, like we said, going for a walk, going for a run, grounding yourself, just putting your own time back into yourself. You just
Yeah, because
What's the word?
you're channeling you're channeling your energy into a negative space.
yeah.
Okay, so what we're all about now is positivity.
Yeah.
All right, so eventually that anger will pass. That anger passes with time, and I've said it before. Time heals everything. It's an age-old thing, but it does. So with time, that anger passes because you're no longer putting your energy towards that anymore.
Yeah.
You start focusing on you. What are my hobbies? And my hobbies were, I used to play soccer, man. And you know that. I played it all
100%.
my life.
Yeah.
So,
He's a good soccer player too.
I found, and my kids play soccer. So I found a group of dads that play over 45s. Yes, because I'm in that age group.
Oh, bastard.
So that gave me an outlet. So I rocked up to a team. I didn't know any of these guys, probably knew one or two. But the thing was, I put myself out there. Yeah, I put myself into something that I loved, or something that I enjoy doing. And I also decided to work on myself. So yeah, I was carrying a little bit of weight, and through the separation, I didn't lose any. That's to say, I still ate and drank. But so I found a fitness place,
Yeah.
and those guys became my family. It's weird
good for your
walking into a
mental
place
health.
when you don't know anyone,
Yeah.
and you're like, hey, and I'm the shy guy, believe it or not. I'm the guy that will sit back, observe everyone, and then find someone that I can maybe connect with. So once you kind of take those paths, the anger starts to subside. You're not worried about
What they're doing.
who he's doing, who he's seeing, who she's seeing. You don't care anymore because you're caring about making yourself better.
Yeah.
And that's some of the stuff that I told you. Yours was a little bit different, where you found running and
Yeah,
jogging
walking and all the rest. And
you found that outlet. You know what I mean?
do. You will find an outlet. And again, I think what we're trying to touch on tonight is that anger that we're all going to go through, guys. It is going to go away. You just got to be patient with yourself. Again, that word time, being patient is very important. And again, doing things for yourself. I remember, like Mark used to say, what was the thing you used to always say to me? Just do you, bro. Do you. And I used to think,
Just do
man,
you.
when's this do you going to actually take over? It was like the grounding, Ground yourself. I was going, well, nothing's working. When's this shit going to work? It's about time.
Is it like a lightning strike or shit that I'm going to cop? Or?
It's true. It's a matter of just giving yourself that time, that space, and I guess believing in yourself, whether that sounds
Yeah,
a bit funny to say. No, I don't know if that's the right word, but about believing in yourself. I think when you feel at your lowest, you don't believe in yourself, and
it's a question of just picking yourself up
yeah,
and moving step by step, like we said in the first episode, step by step, one step at a time. Move forward. Start reconnecting with the things that made you you.
Yeah.
Things that made you happy, and that's the thing. In the next episode, I'd like to touch on something else in regards to that. But I
guess tonight was the anger stage, and like we said, you're all going to go through it.
Just don't do anything. There's nothing good coming out of anything angry.
Anger, as in don't do anything
Nothing
rational. Don't do
good
anything
comes
stupid.
from it.
Yeah.
Raising your voice, yelling, making threats, physical. Nothing good comes from it.
No.
So the thing is to remain calm. As much as you're burning, as much as you want to...
Yeah, you want answers. You
want
whatever
answers. You want to take...
Just be calm, guys, and just... just try to think it through before, doing the wrong thing is what me and Mark are saying. Just
100%.
be patient within yourself, and, it does play a big part. Like
Just got to trust the process.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. Remember how many times I used to say to you?
Yeah.
Trust the process. It's going to take time. Trust it. Going to sign off tonight with our emoji signal? Or are we doing that?
You want to do that? You want
Are we doing that one? Or what are we doing?
Well, I'm sitting on the wrong side.
that
You're on
one.
the
Yeah,
wrong
alright.
side. Doesn't matter.
Are we doing this one? Good night, guys. Enjoy.
Much appreciated, and
Speak soon.
thanks for watching.